On today's episode of Luthorville, we'll be answering the question, why a desert house?
When I was a little kid, I saw a show on off-grid houses called an Earthship. Now, located in the desert in the southwestern United States, the Earthship is a technological marvel. I mean, this house was located miles outside of town and was completely self-contained. I mean, between technology like well water and gray water recycling and a greenhouse with a little garden in it, the house literally sustained its very own ecosystem. I always wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid, and of course, back then it looked like that dream could really happen. I mean, we had just landed on the moon 2 years before I was born. The first launch of the space shuttle happened when I was about 10 years old. I mean, back then, it really seemed like we'd have lunar colonies by the time I was an adult.
Unfortunately, that never really happened.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, you remembered how you felt seeing that Earthship house and how at the time you watched the TV program, it occurred to you that a completely self-sustained ecosystem in the desert was a lot like a lunar base. That is how you kind of still envision Galatea Meridian, right? Like a spaceship, a lunar base, a mission to go boldly where no man has gone before.
I mean, this is a project done in the spirit of Elon Musk building SpaceX rockets. Right, this is Howard Hughes creating the H-4 Hercules airplane, Preston Tucker making the Tucker 48 automobile, Walt Disney getting to build Epcot as he originally envisioned it. Unlike those men, the point of this project isn't to create something new and to innovate technology. Instead, it's intended to showcase proven and existing technology.
The desert has fallen under attack in recent years as well. Some politicians want to exploit the land. Instead of sensibly installing solar panels on existing city rooftops, they want to unreasonably tear up thousands of acres of pristine desert for solar panels. Others want to irrigate the sands and build more communities that will encroach into the primordial landscape. These plans are not sustainable or environmentally sound. So another motive behind Luthorville is a form of activism, to show the public the incredible beauty and diversity of this biosphere. The desert is not the barren desolation it appears to be at first glance. This is not a region devoid of life. The Mojave is brimming with life and wonder. So we can't just tear it apart for solar power or pump in water to plant a lawn and build another suburb.
Yeah, plus, I mean, do you know how loud I can play my stereo when the nearest neighbor lives 2 miles away?
Added bonus.
Luthorville is an educational series inspiring kids and adults to become excited about innovations in science and technology by documenting the design and construction of a Mojave desert homestead called Galatea Meridian. Witness the crazy story of how Eric Muss-Barnes, an unemployed computer geek and struggling novelist, risks homelessness by spending most of his life savings to build an off-grid dream house in the middle of nowhere. Having purchased vast acres of the Old West, can Eric find a stable job and create his home before his money runs out? Take a journey where fortitude and a pioneering spirit continue to forge the American dream on the romantic landscape of the American frontier.
Thanks for watching the latest episode of Luthorville.
And remember, share copies of this episode with your friends and family.
And more importantly, remember, if your ambitions don't scare you,
They're not big enough.